Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a general spread for the collective highest good. This reading will not be for everyone, so take it how it resonates and don't force anything to fit. That is not your story. To start this reading off, we're going to be using some oracle cards to get the overall energy for the reading for the collective highest good. And then we will clarify the reading if needed with some additional messages for your highest good as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the reading for the collective highest good, Holy Spirit. Let's see what's going on energetically for them, collectively for them, for their highest good. You guys take it how it resonates and don't force anything to fit that doesn't fit. Always use your discernment and trust your own intuition, all right? So let's see what the collective energy is going through at this time. We have round and round, which is like the Wheel of Fortune energy. Card number 25 breaks down to a 7. This could be closing out cycles. This could be starting new cycles. This could be repeating old cycles. This could be something that's opening up for you in this cycle, or there could be something transformative about this situation. Something could be transforming, or they keep saying repeating something. Something's repeating, something's rewinding, something's renewing. Somebody here could also be spiraling. Let's see what comes out. 144 on the timer. What's the message for the collective highest good? No place like home. We have yang energy, masculine energy. Area code 501 could be significant. Somebody here could be from area code 501. All right, we have co-create and we have thinker. There could be a masculine here that's thinking about coming back home. You could be thinking about going back home, or there could be someone that wants to come back home, build a home, start a home, create a home, start a family, build a family, reunite a family, or something like that. We have card number 44, card number 4444 could be significant. At the bottom we have regeneration. So there's a masculine here, or someone in masculine energy thinking about creating a home, or building a home, or a legacy, or starting a family, or I don't know. Let's see what this masculine energy wants here. Essentially, the meaning of the card is the masculine principle of movement and creativity, activity, the power to make things happen, or taking action. The oracle card represents the power of action, the energy that propels the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. This is the time for you or someone where you can build easily, or create momentum, or make any headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed with confidence. This card signifies that new life is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome, and that there's no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now, okay? In a relationship, if this is about relationships or romance, this card says that circumstances are supporting action on your part, and it is okay to make the first move. Trust that you will quickly know where you stand in matters of the heart. There is movement toward your highest good, so go forth with assurance. Passion is in the air, and now is the time to dance to the tune of love and take the lead. So somebody here could be thinking about coming forward, taking the lead, making an offer. Somebody may be thinking about long-term commitment or something like that. They may see you as a potential partner, whatever the case may be. Okay, take it how it resonates. So let's clarify this energy Let's pull some Kipper on this first and see what comes out with Kipper. All right. What is this no place like home energy? Clarified, no place like home. What's this no place like home energy? Look, main male. Somebody wants to come back home. What's this yang energy? Or somebody may want you to come back home, collective. Somebody wants you to come back home, or they want to come back home to you. All these cards are flipping, but they're not coming out. So they may be afraid to come out. We have occupation. Okay, so the masculine energy may be afraid to come out. I'm seeing the Eight of Swords. Message of concern. Somebody here could be afraid of something coming out. I don't know if this masculine doesn't want something to come out, or he's afraid that something is going to come out. What's the message of concern for the masculine? Lovers. And the false person in reverse. Somebody's ready to come back home to their lover. Maybe their true divine counterpart. Take it how it resonates. Somebody found out something about whatever this is, and now they're thinking about this choice, this decision, something that has them concerned. So this masculine is thinking about something that could have recently came out that has them concerned about another situation. Or this masculine feels like this situation this masculine's thinking about something. Wealthy man. This masculine is thinking about, I don't know who's the false person in reverse. Who's the false person? I just heard, just when you, collective, thought this was over, something here is not over. Just when you thought it was over, it's not over. Maybe for you, maybe for them. Maybe they think it's over with you. That's why they're concerned. So this masculine seems to be concerned because I feel like you, collective, you decided that something here was over between you and this person, or they think it's over between you and them, or maybe you thought it was over between them and someone else. So maybe you're about to find out something, collective, about this masculine that's going to cause concern. It feels like you thought this person was coming back home from a long journey or whatever this is, just to find out that this person isn't coming back home for whatever reason. Or if they come back home, you're going to start thinking that this person coming back home was a bad idea. What is co-create? Despair and poverty. It's at the bottom. Marriage and message. Somebody was trying to co-create with you. There's the Eight of Swords. Somebody thought, this masculine thought, that co-creating with this false person would create some type of financial security or stability, or I have the main male, main female, which is a couple, and we have the judgment energy card. Somebody here thought it was over, but it's not over. I don't know what's not over, what this is about, who this is about, but maybe the main female thought that something was over between this main male and this false person. Maybe you thought this main male was going to leave this false person and come back home to you. Maybe you finally realized that this main male is not leaving this false person to come back home to you, and maybe now you have to consider moving away or leaving behind whatever this is or was. Okay, take it how it resonates. Let's clarify this. What's this no place like home? Who is this main male in occupation? No place like home. So I have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups in the upright, and the Ten of Wands in the upright. So this main male could have rejected someone's offer, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, for another offer with someone else, or took a job offer somewhere else. For some of you, this was somebody who took a job offer somewhere that required them to move or relocate to accept this offer. This was an opportunity for someone to either make more money or to travel for work or to build something outside of their regular home environment or something like that. So this was like an outside job that somebody took as a second source of income to create stability or financial security within a relationship or a house or a home, just to find out that this opportunity, this job, this thing was not a good idea. Now, I don't know what was bad about it or what happened here that made somebody realize this wasn't a good idea, but somebody is realizing that something here was not a good idea. They shouldn't have taken this offer. They should have just stayed where they were. They should have just left things how they were. They should have never invested in the situation. They should have never told somebody how they feel, or they should have just kept something to themselves. Because it's like telling somebody what this was or letting somebody else know what this is. Somebody else now has something they can use to bind somebody with. Like, let's just say, for example, you went to a friend. You told your friend a secret about something you did, thinking that this friend would keep this thing between the two of you. Well, this is somebody who went and told someone else whatever you told them, and whoever they told what you said, they took that information and they made it public, or they told someone else, and now whoever wasn't supposed to know about whatever this is now knows whatever this is, and now they're coming to, I guess, confront you with the information. So let's just say, for example, this is someone who had a secret lover in another location somewhere else that the other person they were dealing with knew nothing about. Well, it feels like some kind of mail or letter or something was delivered to the place where this person lives, or brought to their doorstep where the other person was there to receive it. So whoever received the information now has the information, and now they're going to confront the person with the information to see if this person's going to keep it real. If this person denies this to be true or doesn't tell the truth about what this is, the person with the information who has the proof of evidence is going to show they have proof of evidence. So I'm getting something like, there's someone who was trying to hide a secret from someone. The secret was revealed, somebody found out, and now the person who thought they were keeping the secret is now being exposed for hiding this information from somebody else. This new information is going to give somebody the strength, the courage, the ability to move away from something they thought they couldn't get away from. Take it how it resonates. This could be you or them. Look, we got the Seven of Swords at the bottom. Ten of Pentacles crossing the reading. This could be somebody who was married that's now getting a divorce, because whoever they got married to, they could have gotten married to this person because this person could have told them they were expecting a child together. So this person wants to do the right thing and marry this person, make them their wife, their husband, or whatever the case was, so they can raise this family together. Well, somebody's finding out that there was a secret they did not know about that made them make the decision, the choice they made. And now that the truth is being revealed, they don't have to stay in that situation anymore, because whatever this evidence is giving somebody the freedom to move on. They're discovering something that was hidden from them, and now they have the something to move forward with. I don't know. The Six of Wands. Somebody's receiving some kind of good news that something's finally over. So something here that took a long time to be over. For example, if this was somebody who was in another relationship that was with somebody else, that relationship between them and that person is now finally over. Somebody here is finally free, finally single, finally divorced, finally are not dealing with somebody else, or now able to move forward without any other burdens. Maybe this is you, maybe it's them. Maybe you thought this day would never come. Maybe you thought this would never be over. But somebody here is no longer bound to another situation. The Empress. We have the Divine Masculine, the Empress here. Somebody's coming back home to their divine counterpart. Somebody's leaving another situation behind to come back home to their divine counterpart. Page of Swords. This is new information that somebody has, a new found clarity. Somebody wants a new beginning with their divine counterpart. So this masculine wants a new beginning with their divine feminine. They feel like it's time for the two of you to talk, to, I guess, figure out how to move things forward together. This person really wants to be with their divine counterpart, but they feel like the divine counterpart doesn't want to be with them. You have the Hermit, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Cups with the Ace of Swords. There's a masculine here that's walking away from another situation because some type of truth was revealed to them about that situation. They're following their intuition. They're putting forth a real effort to come towards someone, to heal or to mend or to balance out this relationship, to put in the effort, the work, the hard work it's going to take to get somebody to come back home to them. So I don't know if this is your person that feels like you're home to them or they're safe with you, but this person feels like you're home to them. Like home is where the heart is. They don't want to be alone anymore without you. This person wants to rebuild this connection with you or work on this connection and heal things between the two of you. They want to come back home. This person wants to come back home to their divine counterpart. They're tired of being out in the cold. They're tired of being alone. They're tired of being single. They're tired of being in and out of relationships with other people. They just want to settle down and come back home to you. I'm hearing the song, I'm Coming Home. I don't know who sings it, but I just keep hearing I'm coming home. All right, we have the World card, the Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles twice now, the Ace of Wands, the Hermit twice with the Nine of Cups energy, Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, wish fulfillment, Four of Cups, the Devil, Death card, Seven of Pentacles. Somebody's ending something here to be with you. It feels like this masculine is finally learning their lesson regarding the situation or leaving something behind to be with you. They feel like you and them belong together. This is their happily ever after. This was meant to be. They feel bad for how they treated you or how they made you feel. They made you feel like This person made it seem like you were not good enough for them, but really they felt like they were not good enough for you. It wasn't you, it was them. They knew they was not good enough for you. You deserve someone that was going to value the connection or commit to the connection. This person wasn't ready at the time to commit, to step up, or to they're saying this person wasn't ready to leave a situation behind. But it's like now they're ready to walk away from everything to be with you. How do you feel about this person? You feel like they still have secrets? You feel like this person still has secrets, dark secrets, or you feel like this person still has more healing to do? I do feel like there's a strong connection here between you and this person. You may feel this person still has more work to do, or they need to do more work on themselves. Maybe you feel like this person is trying to trap you with a baby or keep you bound to the situation. So you feel like this person is trying to trap you with a baby. This person is not... Is this person trying to get you pregnant with a baby? Somebody is trying to bind you to them. Or this was somebody who was bound to somebody. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I have all the elements: water, earth, air, and fire. This could be a new love connection coming in for you, collective, and your old person could be feeling you pulling away from them. If you are currently with somebody else right now, your person knows that you're with somebody else right now. They can feel that your energy is with, like, for example, you and this person had some kind of like bond between the two of you where you could feel each other's energy. Well, if you pulled away from this person and you're now with somebody else, this person knows that you're with someone else. They can feel the presence of somebody else in your energy. And they know that this person is meant to be with you. And they know that this person is your new person. They feel like, so basically, this person can feel that you have a new person around you or coming in for you. And they know that if they don't take action towards you before it's too late, that when this new person comes in, they're not going to waste any time committing, being faithful, being loyal, being honored. Like, they're not going to waste your time. So basically, the old person can feel the energy of someone else around you. And they know that if they don't take action soon, that this new energy is going to take you away from them and make you their wife, their husband, or get you pregnant with their child, or do something to bind y'all together so you can't be with them. You see what I'm saying? So basically, the old person can feel you pulling away, detaching from the relationship. They also can feel you making a new connection with somebody else, like bringing somebody else into your energy. They can feel that connection you have with someone else. The new connection seems to be stronger than the old connection, which means the old connection is now being weakened, and the energy you used to give this person, you're not giving it to them anymore because you're giving it to yourself or somebody else. They can feel that. And that's how they know that you're moving on from them and that it's finally over because you decided to move on. So basically, this person knows that you're not holding on to this connection anymore, that you're letting go of this connection with them, and that you're moving on, and that you're maybe dealing with somebody new. They can feel that. And it's weird because I kind of relate to that. There was a situation where someone new came into my life, and I kind of felt like my twin picked up on the vibration of somebody being around me, and it triggered them in a sense. So that may be what's going on here. Somebody knows you have a new lover. Somebody knows there's somebody else in your energy. Somebody knows that you're with somebody else. You may think you're keeping your new relationship a secret or hidden from somebody, but somebody's fully aware that there's somebody else in your life right now that's making you very happy, whether you're telling somebody about it or not. But somebody knows that you're happy with somebody else. It's not a secret to them. They know what you're doing. So that's what I'm getting. For some of you, you're happily single, enjoying your new life. But for others of you, you are in a new connection, and this person can feel that you're with somebody else. And they know that somebody else is making you happy. And that's why they're sad, because they know that somebody else is making you happy. And that should have been them. But they missed out on the opportunity to be the one for you, or they chose somebody else, whatever this is. And now they're burdened with the knowledge of knowing that you're with somebody else, and somebody else is making you happy where they couldn't. We have the Ace of Cups, the Magician. We have the Knight of Wands. The Six of Wands came out twice. The Seven of Swords came out twice. High Priestess twice. Two of Swords. Three of Wands. This is the same message. Somebody can feel you pulling away or in a new connection with somebody else, and that's their karma, because it's like the same way they wanted you to know they had somebody else when they left you behind. They could have put it all over social media, how they were in a new relationship, how they found somebody else, whatever the case may be, like put it in your face. But you tried to keep your new connection hidden from this person. But whether or not you're posting about it, talking about it, whatever, this person knows that there's somebody else around you. They can sense it and they can feel it energetically. So who cares? Nobody cares that they know that you're with somebody else. They should be aware that somebody else is making you happy. It's not a secret. You're not trying to hide it, but it's like you're trying to protect your relationship so no outside influences can destroy it. This person's trying to figure out how they can destroy your new relationship or stir up some type of old emotions between you and them. So basically, okay, I get it. Here's the thing. For some of you, you're pregnant, you're married, happily married, or you're with someone else. Your person from the past knows this, right? They can feel it, they can sense it. So what they're trying to do energetically is call you back in by using the telepathic bond you guys may still share. However, it's not working because this new connection is stronger than your old connection was, or there's more. I don't know how to explain this. I just can see it mentally. There's somebody trying to get in your energy, but they can't get in because there's somebody else taking their place, and they can sense that person around you. So every time they try to call you back in, it doesn't work. They may reach out to you, you may not respond back, or they may send you a text and you don't reply. It's like they're trying to get your attention, but you're not falling for it anymore. You're moved on, you're happy, and you're free. And they're trying to figure out, well, if you're not responding, you're not calling, you're not texting, who are you talking to now? Who has your attention? What are you doing? Why are you ignoring me? They don't understand why you're not responding to their messages. Well, for some of you, it's because there's somebody else in the picture now, and you're happily married or you're happily single, and they don't understand why you won't respond to them like you used to. Well, because you changed. You're not the person you used to be. The love you used to share with this person is no longer the way. It doesn't feel the same. I'm not saying it's not still there, but it's not the same. It's like I love you from a distance, or I love you as a friend, but I don't see you as my partner anymore. I found somebody else that I'm happy with. They treat me right. They respect my values. They commit to the, like, you have a whole new person around you that makes you feel young and carefree. And you don't have to worry about this person being unfaithful to you, because they're not unfaithful. They're very loyal to the connection. Your past person didn't pass their test. They didn't want to commit. They didn't want to heal. They didn't want to grow. They didn't want to evolve. They didn't want to change. They wanted to stay stuck in their ways. So therefore, they're stuck in the past where they belong. They do want to come back, but they can't because you already moved on. And for them, that seems unfair, that you would just give up on the connection between the two of you and move on and find somebody new. How dare you leave me behind? How dare you feel like you're entitled to somebody else? You know what I mean? They feel entitled to your energy, and they're not. So it's like, I don't know. But you're at peace with your decision to move forward. You're not fighting this connection anymore. You're not trying to hold on to this person like you used to. You've healed and you've moved on. You could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag, fire sign energy. This person wanted to destroy your reputation. You left them hanging like a fool in reverse. And you've also triggered their abandonment wounds. All right, so this person's triggered by their abandonment wounds, and you leaving this person behind has triggered their abandonment wounds. This could have been a long distance connection, okay? And somebody here wanted to committed a crime for the insurance money. They set fire to a building to burn the body or the evidence to collect the insurance money, and they're going to jail. Now, I talked about somebody collecting evidence, false information, false evidence. Something was presented to someone that was false information or false evidence. And they gave this person false information about this connection because they want this person to leave you behind. And this person left thinking that they made the right choice, which they didn't, but they thought they did, just to find out that it was not the right choice. It was not the right decision. It was a bad decision or the wrong choice. And now they're having to pay for the consequence of their actions. All right. Whatever that was. Somebody who could really be going to jail, physically going to jail, or this could be spiritual prison. Whoever this was that tried to destroy your reputation or ruin your life or make you unhappy or made you unhappy, they're going to jail. And they're going to have to sit with themselves for a while and learn how to treat people or respect boundaries or have boundaries or respect for themselves. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Any other messages? Take it how it resonates. Trigger their abandonment wounds. Any other messages? Queen of Pentacles, you're sitting high and mighty. You have a new start coming. This is a new relationship connection. This is something that you haven't experienced yet. This new experience is going to take you out of your element is what I'm also getting. So let's just say you're used to being grounded and you're used to being inside all the time, a hermit. Well, this new adventure is going to take you outside of your comfort zone. So be ready for the new adventure is what I just heard. So this new experience is going to be different for you than this last experience was, okay? This could be a long-distance relationship as well for some of you. This new situation could be a long-distance relationship. Spirit is saying, do not celebrate in your enemy's downfall. This is chess and not checkers. And soul contracts came out. And somebody here used magic to steal your destiny. This could have been a lover. So I don't know if this masculine tried to destiny swap with you, collective. So basically they're saying this masculine did a destiny swap with you, whereas it was destined for you guys to come into union. They traded you out for someone else. So basically they switched their soul contract with you and signed a contract with somebody else. They thought that was going to bring them more stability or financial security. So this masculine is under judgment for, I guess, unsigning the contract they had signed to be with you in partnership and re-signing a contract with someone else they were not supposed to be with. So they cut the cord between you and them and signed a new contract with someone they were not supposed to be with. So they swapped distance with you for someone else. And now they're suffering in silence with that person in that contract they agreed to go into. You know what I mean? Something like that. They invested in the wrong situation. And now they're triggered by their abandonment wounds. Okay? So this person agreed to be in union with their divine counterpart. And when it was time to end the commitment with the divine counterpart, they chose a different path. So by choosing this other option instead of their divine counterpart, they forfeited their right as your counterpart, which left you wide open for new suitors to come in. New suitors notice the divine feminine sitting here alone without a divine counterpart doing all the work by herself and said, hey, I feel like that person deserves a knight in shining armor. Let me go to the Most High God and ask them if I have their permission to pursue this Empress energy. With permission from Spirit, Source, Creator, to pursue the Empress, there's a new suitor coming towards the Empress to fulfill the soul contract that you had with your previous counterpart. Because your previous counterpart bailed out on you and left you behind for something that was more easier for them to achieve, whatever. And now you have been fighting these battles by yourself, and there's a new person coming in to stand by you or with you to fulfill the soul contract that your ex-counterpart could not fulfill. Okay, is what I'm getting. Anything else? Heavy hitters are involved. Sure, somebody got caught up real bad. Spirit is saying don't join the circus. Don't be the third wheel. Hard work is going to pay off. I wish we could go back to where it all began. And that's what I'm saying. This person wants to go back to the beginning where it all began to avoid this ending with you. Because now that everything has played out, things didn't play out the way they thought they would. They thought things were going to play out in their favor, and they didn't. This person's crazy about you. Witch doctor. Somebody could have went to a witch doctor to put roots on you with this person. It's time for the chosen ones to move forward with their purpose. Somebody who could be a psychic or a medium or have mediumship powers and or gifts. Tap into your gifts. We have the Empress, Emperors, and the Lovers. We already had the Lovers come out with the tarot. And the card says the ghost that got away, the one that got ghosted. So you're the one that got ghosted by your counterpart. And you're also the one that got away. And now your counterpart is suffering without you for choosing their own path. All right. So you are still the main focus, the main character. You are still going to receive your inheritance or your abundance. Even though your counterpart abandoned you along the way, you will still fulfill your destiny, and you will still be able to fulfill your destiny and continue your purpose in life without this person. Okay. So Spirit is going to give you Spirit is going to be giving you spiritual downloads, collective, about your new person, so that you'll be able to tell the difference between the old person, the old version of you, the new person coming in. You'll be able to tell the difference between the two people that you have to choose from. So basically, the new person is going to remind you of your old person. But you have to remind yourself this is not your old person. This is somebody else new coming towards you. So don't block the new person because the old person you thought was your twin turned out not to be. So basically they're saying when this new person comes in, don't treat them like they're not your person because of what your old person did. This new person is going to come in as a higher level soulmate counterpart or another twin or a real twin. Take it how it resonates. The other person could have been a false twin. I don't know. But don't let your fear stop you from receiving or opening your heart to the new person coming towards you, Divine Feminine. Yes, protect your heart and be careful, but don't be so closed off emotionally or so detached from your feelings that you don't let the new person come in. And you reject this person's offer because you're afraid that this person's going to hurt you again. The change you've been waiting for is coming. Create healthy boundaries, collective. So you have to create healthy boundaries with this person that's coming in. The change you've been waiting for is coming. We have the regeneration card here, which talks about changes and endings. Card number 46 breaks down to a 10. So 46 says regeneration, and it simply means rebirth, second chances, and new opportunities. The oracle says second chances are available to you now. Whatever opportunities you thought were dead are now revived in more authentic, stronger forms. Whatever you may have perceived as a failure or a loss is now preparing you or being replaced by something better and powerful, more powerful, growing in its place. So what you thought that you lost here is being replaced with something more powerful, more durable, and more long lasting than the last situation was. This rebirth is assured. So step into your new life. Destiny's being fulfilled in wondrous ways. All right? Take it how it resonates. In relationships, if it's about love, the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. Moon card energy. There is life after death. Divine collective, divine feminine. There is life after death. Love after loss, collective. And in this moment, you are radiant with the sun card here, Empress energy, sun card. Where is it? With the sun card and the Empress here, you are radiating. I can't find it. You know it's out here. You are radiating and you're being regenerated, and the life force energy that makes you irresistible is coming to light now in all forms. So now is a time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to meet you at the door. So love is coming out to meet you at the door, divine collective feminine. Don't be closed off emotionally to this new opportunity when it comes in. Open your heart to receive. Don't let the past hold you back. All right? For prosperity messages, it says, the understanding that arises from difficulties is like a seed that lies dormant for a time. Then once it germinates in your subconscious mind, it pushes through into your awareness. It is becoming apparent that there is a new you or a new start, a more powerful version and form of what you begin to plant in your garden of your imagination. You are ripe for success. New opportunities, much better than those that came before, appear like gifts from the gods. Now is one of those times when out of seeming loss and failure comes remarkable abundance. So do not dwell on the past because you really are experiencing a new birth here. You're going through a rebirth or a transformation process, divine feminine, masculine. The past was to shape you into who you are today. The change you've been waiting for is coming, okay? The end of a tough cycle is here. Tap into your spiritual gifts, all right? Release any burdens you may still be holding on to. Forgive whoever hurt you in the past, okay? Release the old negative energy, patterns, thought process, behaviors, addictions, problems, whatever. Let it go. 44 in the timer. Let's close out with an oracle. So you have somebody in their feels about this ending between you and them. They feel like they lost a good thing when they lost you, and they did. But for you, my collective, my divine collective, you didn't lose a thing. You discovered yourself along the way. You tapped into your power and your gifts. All right? And now it's time for you to have fun. Enjoy your life. Start something new. Set healthy boundaries, you know? Step into this new energy of divine feminine. Co-create the spirit and manifest whatever you want. You know, you don't have to stay stuck or bound to something you don't want to be bound to. All right, we have perseverance, we have change, and we also have treasure. Treasure who you are becoming. Love the skin that you're in. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't deserve to be loved. Love yourself first and let others come in and love you as well. Stop being afraid to be open to new things. Explore new options. All right. I want to read the shift change energy from the snake energy. This could be you transforming to a new creature. You becoming more wise as a serpent, smarter than an average bear. I heard smarter than the average bear. Is that Yogi Bear? The keyword for this card says shift, movement, realignment, disruption, transformation, and metamorphosis. All right, this card says that change is inevitable and will come whether or not you want to accept it or not. Change can be scary, it can be hard, and sometimes it's downright heartbreaking. And when you're able to accept that change is the only constant in the universe, you can deal with it much easier. The only thing you have to control right now is yourself and how you react or respond to others. Don't let others' reaction towards you define who you are. All right. This card is also asking that you look at the events that are happening to you right now in a new way, new perspective, which also came out. The more you resist change, the harder it's going to be to move forward. Often the further behind you become. So other people grow at their own levels, at their own pace. Other people grow and reach new goals while you act like you're stuck in the past, not willing to change. So basically, whoever this person is in your past was not willing to change. They didn't want to heal. They didn't want to go. They didn't want to let go of the pain. They wanted to hold on to the abandonment, the wounds, the triggers, whatever this is, instead of releasing and letting go. I do feel like this was someone who was supposed to heal and grow with you, but you cannot force people to change. It has to be willing. They have to be willing to change on their own. And if they're not willing to change, there's nothing you can do to make them change if they're not willing to change their ways. These could be messy people, karmics. Somebody who's in denial, somebody who won't allow change to happen in their life so they can grow. Somebody who's afraid to change their ways. So this person wants you to change your ways and accept them and their flaws and all their flaws. So this person feels like they shouldn't have to change to be with you, that you should just accept them and how they are and all their ways and all their flaws when you deserve so much better. So yeah, don't let this person play with you anymore. I just kind of feel like they're trying to make it seem like you're trying to change them to be something they're not, when really you're not trying to change them. You're just changing yourself. And when you change yourself, you realize that this is not the person you want to be anymore. And by realizing that you didn't want to be this person anymore, you realize that the people around you had to change. And so you're changing your environment, you're changing your surroundings, you're changing yourself, and you're changing your ways. And by changing your ways and changing yourself, you're attracting new people to you that fit into your new scenario, your new life. And these old people can't come with you. And they don't like how you change so much and how you make them feel, because you feel like they feel like you think you're they're beneath you. Like, these people got an issue with themselves, basically. And I'm not trying to keep spinning the wheel here, but these people got issues with themselves, not with you. Okay? So if they don't want to treasure you or love you or be with you the right way, then let them be by themselves. Let them figure this shit out on their own. And save yourself from the heartache and the pain that comes with the situation. Something like that, all right? Yeah, this was all over the place. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I don't know. It's just something about you changing your life and making the changes you need to make for yourself to be better for yourself and your family, your children, or whatever this is. And somebody who wants you to stay the same version of yourself you used to be so they can control you and use you for their own good. And you're not into that anymore. You changed. And somebody doesn't like the changes that you're making to yourself. I don't know, but who cares, right? You gotta love yourself first. You gotta end this toxic cycle, move forward, release the past, and balance out your masculine and your feminine energy. And set healthy boundaries. All right, that's what I have. Thank you for watching. Peace, love, and light to you all. Namaste.